Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to go through the English opening, which is characterized by the first move being pawn to c4. So you're not putting a pawn on a central square, but you are putting it so that it attacks a central square. You can see on the board where the four squares that are most important are in the middle, and it is attacking one of those squares. So we're going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 variations of the English opening to give you a feel of how this opening looks. So in response, there are a lot of things black can do. It's pretty flexible. In this position, this one is called 4 knights Kingside Fianchetto line, which means that Fianchetto over here is why the line is called that. And then this position at the end of 10 moves, the position is a slight advantage for white, basically keeping it even with its first move advantage. So the second variation we're going to look at is called the 4 knights quiet line. That's a fun name. I have not done research to figure out how these variations get these different names. I don't know who exactly named them, but the quiet line sounds like fun. So in this one, lots of pieces get traded off. The knights get traded off. The queens get traded off. And then I guess this is considered quiet. It's winning for white. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, black's king side is opened up because there's no pawn on g7 anymore. But with queens off the board, I don't know that there's a ton to worry about just yet. So maybe that leads to quiet games. Okay, the third variation we're going to look at is called the reverse Sicilian Taimanov Bremen-Hort variation. Again, that's clearly named after someone. I don't know who, but that's not just like a random name that they just made up. Or, well, I mean, they made it up, but it's not like it means something. Like that's based off of people who played it. So in this position, white has this very nice looking knight on d5, but I assume won't be able to keep it there because either the knight or the bishop or something else is going to want to move it out of there. White has a very slight advantage at 0.3. Again, in these videos, we are just going through the lines very briefly to give you a feel for how this opening looks and feels. And if you like it, then, you know, there's lots of books and other videos on this opening or other openings that you can do further research. This one is called the rat defense, R-A-T, rat. Again, why would they name a defense the rat defense? I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I could guess, but I would have no idea. So, I don't really like this knight on h3, but evaluation bar says that white's up half a pawn, so whether I like it or not, doesn't matter. It's an okay position for white. Has kept its advantage, opening advantage. Okay, the fifth one we're looking at is called the Nimzo English opening. So the queen goes to c2 early, takes that bishop on c3. It's going to fianchetto that bishop on g2. A couple of takes in the middle, and this is pretty solid. Black is already castle. White wants the castle, probably kingside. Maybe push the pawn to d4, get this bishop out, and just complete development. This is about an equal position. This next one we're going to look at is called the Anglo-Indian Anglo-Grünfeld defense. So black moved that knight around a couple of times. White in this position puts a bishop on e3, blocking in the pawn on e2, which is a little bit unusual. But in this position, white has 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces developed. Black only has 1, 2, and 2.5. So that's why white is up half a pawn, even with this pawn on e2 being blocked in. Okay, number 6 is the symmetrical Anti-Benoni variation. That sounds like fun. So all 4 knights get involved. Castle, castle, takes in the middle, a couple of takes, and now the queen gets out of danger from the bishop, and that's nice, easy. You know, neither side has any problems. Both can expect a pretty solid game here. Okay, our 7th is the ultra symmetrical line. So we're going to see some symmetry, I would assume. I assume they named it that on purpose. Okay, so this opening is for someone who likes to copy their opponent. A couple of trades, and once those trades are done, it is perfectly symmetrical with the same exact pieces having been moved. And the evaluation bar agrees with the position in that it's, oh, it says 0.1. If it had been 0.00, it would have been perfectly symmetrical. But it is white's turn to move, so maybe that's why it's 0.1 in white's favor. And the last English opening that we are going to look at is called the Rubenstein Variation. A little bit different than that last one, which was ultra symmetrical. This one is not symmetrical. That knight has moved around 3 times in the opening, which is usually not a good idea. Oh, 4th? Is that the 4th time he's moved that knight? Oh, wow, that's crazy. So this knight, I'm going to play this one again. That's really crazy. So this knight jumps, let's see. I think it was 4 times. 1, takes, 2, gets attacked, 3, and then jumps out again to e6, 4. Wow. So in this position, black has moved the same knight 4 times within 9 moves, which is crazy. You would think that that would put you in a big disadvantage, but as you can see from the evaluation bar, it's just a 0.2 for white. That's really amazing. That totally breaks the rule of not moving a piece more than once in the opening by a lot, but black is okay. Black's going to castle underneath this. White is probably going to castle, and apparently that's playable. Who knows? Just as interesting. So that is the English opening. If that interests you, go do some more research and put it into play in some of your games and see how it feels. I've played the English a couple times over the years. I don't know. I think it's interesting. It can lead to some fun positions. Okay. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and check out some more of our videos. We'll put them down below. Okay. Have a good one. Bye.